Wildcraft. We all know this game. It is one of the, or I'd say the top animal simulator games for, the audience on mobiles and app stores and play stores and even PCs now. It is one of the best animal simulator games in my opinion, I guess. And it was first introduced in January 23 in 2018. So it is old. It is old. It is really old. And it has a bunch of good ratings, like 4.3 with almost 1K reviews and 100 million plus downloads. That's amazing. But when with time, as games go on, there's a lot of problems in a game. We talked about different stuff. Now, today in this video, we will be discussing about the potential downfall of Wildcraft and why people think that, it's a scary future for this animal simulator game. We will discuss four or three main topics. One will be the general downfall, where people started talking about it. The second will be the main topic, which is the NSFW product stuff, and the heaters that these adult people that are creating these fan arts that are not for children on Warcraft. And the last will be the in-app purchases that's ruining the game. So we're gonna discuss these three topics. Watch the video till the end and let's talk about it. I was originally introduced to the Wildcraft downfall conversation with YouTube videos that a lot of Wildtubers had posted, and it was quite eye-opening for me just how much of videos there are on this topic. If you want, you guys can search it up, and you guys will see just how much videos are there, including this one that I'm making currently. As you can see, a lot of people claim that Wildcraft is, dying in a sense, and Save Wildcraft is just have been very, you could say, um, very important and very used. The hashtag Save Wildcraft. It's like popular right now, and I do wonder why is that. I think people and Wildcraft Wildtubers genuinely do understand the importance of keeping a community clean and keeping it above and afloat with all these NSFW artworks and with all these negative toxicity. A lot of Wildcraft fan base is kind of like diminishing. People are leaving the game, which is not a good thing for such a good game. Like I said, we're gonna discuss the topics, and we're gonna also see just how much of Wildcraft is actually in trouble and if it is as serious of a matter as it should be, or it's just like people are overreacting over it. So we're gonna discuss that, and we're gonna check it out, and we're gonna see the basic fundamental topics. Now, according to the community post that I posted, Wildcraft becoming more adult game and more heaters in the game is one of the main reasons why people hate it. We have seen a bunch of cases and a bunch of videos on this case. For in a sense, when people expose these heaters on their YouTube channel, they end up posting the channels and the name with it, causing extra attention towards these videos. So instead of helping with the problem, they end up contributing to the problem. And I have a video, I saw a comment, sorry, that said the same, and I agreed with it a lot, because this is a problem. When you want to help out, just report it. That's the only thing you should do. Don't share it, don't tell others, don't comment on it. The I need holy water and I need that and I need that, these type of comments are just not it. Like, I know you guys are not supporting it and you guys are trying to attack them, but this is not helping. In return, you guys are helping them. You guys are helping them in getting more attention, which is not a good thing. Wildcraft consistently over the years have avoided to talk about this main topic. I don't understand where they are going with the game. I feel like the game is a kids game, but it still has a bigger audience of older generation players, you know. So I think this is a big problem that Wildcraft should definitely discuss. There are a tons of videos on this matter, but Wildcraft hasn't done anything about it. There's no log system, report system barely works. There's no proper, maintenance of the chats, no proper way to check if somebody has complaints or whatever, no proper way to check the age of someone unless they fake it in the game. A 5-year-old can go as an 18-year-old and an 18-year-old can go as a 5-year-old. So like it's scary to see how easy it is to bypass these metrics and how easy it is to just enter the game and just play with a bunch of people that you don't know. I think Warcraft should really 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 focus on this. It's the reason why most of the people are going away from it. It was the reason why initially I tried to leave Warcraft. So I'm speaking with a personal experience. Thank God I have never encountered a Wildcraft hater or another person, thank goodness. But I've still seen people, and their the experience that they shared is very scary, and I don't want that on anyone. So I really do wish for Wildcraft to really start talking about this.
All
And
right.
the ninth is
The
wild
third and
class and
major,
seasons. Now, I've personally said
one of
this
the
before
most
too, but
major
I'm genuinely so sad every time with
downfall
wild class
topics
because
is
every
the
time they give
in-app
us these
purchases.
stupid,
Now, this topic
rewards
was
for
first
not
brought
buying
out
wild
when
pass.
Wildcraft
If you don't
introduced
buy
the
wild pass,
Wild
that you
Club
won't
and
get anything,
the
and you get
seasons,
these
in which
stupid
they had the special season which
stupid
you needed
rewards
money to unlock
which
or
will
get
force you
Wildcraft.
to buy the wild
These
pass.
purchases
And
over
it's so
time
sad
got more
that
and more
especially
and
when this
more
game is more
increasing day by
forced
day, and
towards like kids.
if you didn't
And
claim
the
it,
10th
you
is
basically don't
tents.
get
Now
the
tents in
good
general.
stuff, the skins and stuff. These gem purchases used to be already in the game, and looking at the prices, this is wild to see just how much the prices are inflated. Look at this average 30 chests for like 1,100. That is like wild. I think this is one of the main reasons why people started hating the game, because these in-app purchases started over time started to annoy people and annoy kids and annoy teenagers or adults that played the game, because they couldn't get the full you know enjoyment from the game. Now the fourth or fifth, you could say, is time. Now this is very different. I think Wildcraft lost its fan base because most people just grew out of it. It wasn't interesting enough, or they just didn't have time, or they just they grew up and had other stuff to do or other games to play, and people grew out of their phase of the Wildcraft. This is a very popular opinion that you will see a lot in discussions and community sections, where people say that they loved playing this game when they were 9 or 10 or 11 or 12, but with time they kind of forgot about the game, because as time passed on, they had more stuff to do or just never came back to the game. I think that it is natural for a person to outgrow a certain game if they cannot keep the person interested enough. It's completely normal, and I think people just grow out of the phase of Warcraft. This happens in every games, and every game has a fan base that eventually dies, or eventually kind of it dies down a little. I still think that Wildcraft has a great fan base. The thing about it is that most people that were, playing in the back in 2018, 2020, and they were like playing the multiplayer and stuff, I think they just grew out of that phase, and that is why The multiplayer world, looks so empty these days, and you basically don't get a lot of people to play with. This is one of the main thing people say, is that the multiplayer has gotten so empty over time, to which I understand why it would, because there are just not many people that want to play because of the hackers and the cheaters and the other stuff, the NSFW stuff, inappropriate stuff. All these factors lead to people not playing in multiplayer, and Wildcraft, a game that is so built on this multiplayer world, in return it hurts the game, because if you don't play multiplayer, you basically cannot get the full enjoyment of the game. So you end up feeling lonely in the game, and you kind of outgrow the game, and the game starts to get boring. And with time and time, you kind of leave Warcraft, and which is normal. You should be able to leave a game that you don't like. Now, my last thoughts on this whole video is that Wildcraft did decline over time. I do think in-app purchases, hackers, cheaters, the NSFWs, the other stuff, the time, I think it did have a downfall, but I don't think it has as much as the people are trying to portray it as it is. It's still doing better. It's still doing great. The community is still thriving. I think we should all just try to be kinder and politer towards each other, and join multiplayer worlds, and report people that are doing inappropriate stuff, and just keep the community as healthy and as beautiful as we can, because that's the last thing we can do. Other than that, I hope, and I really hope, I really do hope that this Warcraft community doesn't die, because it's the reason I started doing YouTube. At first, it's the only reason to which I started doing YouTube, and I really love this game, and I really love the community, and I really love the players in my comment section that talk to me, and they talk to me about their experience. I really love you guys, and I really love this little community that we have, and I wouldn't want this to go away just because of some people that hack the game, or that cheaters, and the inappropriate stuff. I do sincerely wish for you guys to just report them silently, and not engage with any content that you see regarding Wildcraft. Just report inappropriate stuff, and just stay away from this, and play the game as much as you want, and let's bring out the beautiful community back. Let's bring out the beautiful community back, and let's just start playing the game more, and let's just start to enjoy it. I know it has declined, but I hope Wildcraft takes this seriously and fixes the game. And that's all for today, and thank you so much. Like and subscribe. Bye.